So we have a question in the chat. Subramaniam Prabhu is asking, I've noticed that there's a thin line of difference between taking rest to do more service and sleeping out of laziness. How do we identify and rectify when I'm tending to be lazy? Well, if you sleep, as Prabhupada said, if you sleep more than everybody needs at least about 5, 6, sometimes 7 hours of rest. So if you do anything more than that, you keep sleeping all day, then that's not so good, no? We should be always conscious, as Prabhupada said, not wasting time, no? Symptom of a person who is spiritually advanced is that he doesn't waste time, He does not waste time. That's the symptom of a person who is making advancement. Concerned that time should not be wasted, no? So when a person is making progress, he always is very conscious that he's not going to waste time. So we should try to reduce the eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Because especially the eating, if you eat too much, then naturally you tend to sleep also too much, no? Hmm? See here, Tiaraha. Hmm? So eating, overeating tends to make us sleep also a lot. So you should be very careful about eating. It's the prime curse of, prime curse of this problem. See here, Bhagavad Gita 51. Who eats little? So if you can control the tongue, which is the most difficult thing to do, then everything comes, easily. That's why we have been asked to control the tongue by chanting Krishna's name, and taking Krishna Prasadam. Yes? Hmm? Ataha Krishna Namari. This is what it is explained. No one can understand. This is the verse. Ataha Sri Krishna Namadi na bhavat griyamindrehi Shevanmukha jikvadau swayam eva spurati yadaha. No one can understand the transcendental nature of the form, name, form, qualities, and pastime of Krishna through his materially contaminated senses. Only when one becomes spiritually saturated by transcendental service to the Lord are the transcendental name, form, qualities, and pastimes of the Lord are revealed to him. And here it says beginning from the seven mukho, hey jikva dao. The jikva dao means beginning with the tongue, you know. See, the translation may be different here. So you see here, when a conditioned soul is awakened to Krishna consciousness, renders service by using his tongue to chant the holy name of the Lord and taste the remnants of the Lord's food. The tongue is purified and one gradually comes to understand who Krishna really is. So if we can control the chief of the senses, because sometimes it says the mind is the chief, but the tongue, if we can be controlled, then the mind also can become controlled. So therefore, it's very important that we learn how to, handle this eating, and by taking Krishna prasadam. Of course, prasadam also, if you eat too much, then you also fall in the same category. So we should take as much as we can. That's why in the Bhagavad Gita also Krishna is saying, one who is uh, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explained this. One is, I think it's 14 maybe. Huh? One who is, what is that verse? One who is, give me a minute.
Dhira, the
Oh, what happened to my laptop now? Getting a problem. Not working well. Something wrong. Okay. So one who is temperate with his eating and all that, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says you cannot become a devotee, a yogi, if you eat too much or sleep too little. Yeah. 16, the next verse. So there's no possibility of one becoming a yogi or Arjuna if one eats too much or eats too little, sleeps too much or does not sleep enough. So as he says, there's a thin line in this, how much is the enough. But you can see, the moment you have enough rest, then you're ready to do a lot of work, and your memory also becomes strengthened. Because if you don't have enough rest, then the mind also, you cannot remember many things, it's difficult for you. So therefore you cannot be artificially also doing things. Regulation of diet and sleep is recommended herein for the yogis. Too much eating means eating more than is required to keep the body and soul together. There's no need for man to eat animals because there's an ample supply of grains and vegetables, fruits and milk. Such simple foodstuff is considered to be the mode of goodness according to the Bhagavad Gita. Animal food is for those in the mode of ignorance. Therefore, those who indulge in animal food, drinking, smoking, and eating food which is not first offered to Krishna will suffer sinful reaction because of eating only polluted things. Bunchate tetvagaham papa, e pachanti atma karanat. Anyone who eats for sense pleasure or cooks for himself, not offering his food to Krishna, eats only sin. One who eats sin and eats more than is allotted to him cannot perfectly execute perfect yoga. It is best that one eat only the remnants of food stuff offered to Krishna. A person in Krishna consciousness does not eat anything which is not offered first to Krishna. Therefore, only Krishna conscious person can attain perfection in the yoga practice. Nor can one who artificially abstains from eating, magnifying his own personal process of fasting, practice yoga. The Krishna conscious person observe fasting as it is recommended in the scriptures. He does not fast or eat more than is required, and he is thus competent to perform yoga practice. One who eats more than required will dream very much while sleeping, and he must consequently sleep more than is required. One should not sleep more than 6 hours daily. One who sleeps more than 6 hours out of 24 hours, certainly influenced by the mode of ignorance. A person in the mode of ignorance is lazy and prone to sleep a great deal. Such person cannot perform yoga. Hmm? Correct? So this is the guideline. He who is regulated in his habits of eating, sleeping, recreation and work can mitigate all material pain by practicing the yoga system. So our program is given, you wake up in the morning, Mangala Arati, get on with your morning, sadhana practice, and then having equal time for reading, chanting, worshipping. All these things are very important. And of course, you say that you got to go to work and got so many things. So Prabhupada writes here, according to the Vedic principle, one should rise early in the morning, take bath, chant Hare Krishna, offer Mangalarti to the deities, study Vedic literature, take prasadam, and engage in dressing and decorating the deities. One must also collect money for the temple expenditures. And if one is a householder, he must go to work in accordance with the prescribed duty of a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. And this way one should live a life of spiritual understanding, and this is the Vedic way of civilization. So of course he's a householder, he has to go collect money and so many things. Yes. Uh, but the morning program has to be done because you need extra rest, you can always, make up your rest. Nobody say you don't sleep, as Prabhupada said, 5 hours. So is this answer clear for this question? You see there? The one who asked this question.
Hare Krishna Subramaniam Prabhu. Are you there? He's there. Seems not unable to
Okay,
speak.
I think I've explained at length.
He's chatted in the chat, acknowledged over the chat.
So from Bhagavad Gita 14:10, we know that there is always a competition between gunas is going on. How then demigods and rishis staying in the mode of goodness all the time, are they not all affected by the inferior modes? So it's explained here. So here you can see one cannot find permanent happiness even on the heavenly planet, which one can attain in the next life by ritualistic ceremonies and sacrifice. Even in material heaven, the living entity is disturbed by rivalry with his equals and envy of those superior to him. And since one's residence in heaven is finished with the exhaustion of pious fruitive activity, the descendants of heaven are afflicted by fear, anticipating the destruction of their heavenly life. Thus they resemble kings who though enviously admired by ordinary citizens, are constantly harassed by enemy kings and who therefore never attain actual happiness. So if you are in the mode of goodness, but you are affected by all this kind of thing, so how can there be happiness? That's why the only way you can get this happiness that you have to transcend. So anyone who is in the mode of goodness is not a safe position. And even though if you are not affected by all these things, then you are conditioned by the mode of goodness, no? You have become proud. Hmm? Hmm? In conditioned stage, one conception life sometimes polluted by passion, ignorance, which are exhibited by attachment, hostility, greed, lamentation, illusion, fear, madness, false prestige, insult, fault finding, deception, envy, intolerance, passion, bewilderment, hunger, and sleep. These are the mode of passion and ignorance. All these are enemies. Sometimes one conception is this line here. Sometimes one conceptions are also polluted by the mode of goodness. So what is that goodness? Become proud to think that you are better than others, thinking you are more pure. So just like many of these Brahmins in the India who born in a high class Brahmin kind of family, they are always very, very proud, They don't like to go near others. They think they are the, elite. They have this kind of polluting consciousness. So it is not the demigod, the rishis, and everybody who stay in the mode of goodness, they are free from this contamination. Like you see Indra, he was in the heavenly planet. Ah, and he what? He didn't like the way you can see, yeah. Indra, Maharaj Parikshit inquired from Sukadev Goswami, O great sage, why did the spiritual master demigod Brahaspati reject the demigods who were his own disciple? What offense did demigod commit against their spiritual master? Please describe to me this incident. Sukadev Goswami said, O king, once upon a time the king of heaven, Indra, been extremely proud. You see the word here? Because of his opulence of the three worlds. See? Although he is in a mode of goodness, he is extremely proud. Transgressed the law of Vedic etiquette, seated on his throne, was surrounded by the Marud, Vasus, Rudras, Aditya, Ribhus, Vishwadevs, Sadyas, Ashwini Kumaras, Siddhas, Charanas, Gandharvas, and by great saintly person. Also surrounding him were the Vidyadharas, Apsaras, Kinnaras, Patagas, birds, and Uragas, snakes. All of them were offering Indra their respect and services, and the Apsaras and Gandharvas were dancing and singing with very sweet musical instruments. Over Indra's head was a white umbrella as effulgent as the full moon, fanned by yak tailed whisk and served with all the paraphernalia of a great king, Indra was sitting with his wife Sachi Devi, who occupied half the throne. When the great sage Brahaspati appeared in that assembly, Brahaspati, the best of the sages, was the spiritual master of Indra and demigods, and was respected by demigods and demons alike. Nevertheless, although Indra saw his spiritual master before him, he did not rise from his own seat or offer a seat to his spiritual master. Nor did Indra offer him a respectful welcome. Indra did nothing to show him respect. This is pride goes before fall, right? What is the word? Pride goes before fall, they say, right?
Yeah.
Hmm? So even in the mode of goodness, heavenly planet, what you can say? Correct? So it is not, that's why it's very important that one should go and capture the lotus feet of Krishna. Unless you capture the lotus feet of Krishna, who is on transcendental goodness, from goodness you must climb up to the transcendental goodness. If you just stay in the mode of goodness only, that is not the solution. Although in the goodness you got very good opportunity to come to the mode of pure goodness, but the demigods, because of so much enjoyment, as they themselves admit, we have forgotten. We have almost forgotten the lotus feet of the Lord because there's so much enjoyment. Hmm? You understand? Huh? So it is not a very, to stay in the mode of goodness is not at all, it's dangerous. That's why the modes are always competing with each other. Hmm? You follow? Hmm? It's admitted by the demigod themselves. There is so much goodness. We are, enjoying so much that we have already almost forgotten the lotus feet of the Lord. Hmm? Hmm? Demigods continued after performing the very difficult task of executing Vedic rituals, sacrifice, undergoing austerities, observing vows, and giving charity. We have achieved this position as inhabitants of the heavenly planet. But what is the value of this achievement? Here we are certainly very engaged in material sense gratification, and therefore we can hardly remember the lotus feet of Lord Narayana. Indeed, because of our excessive sense gratification, we have almost forgotten his lotus feet. So, what is this position of going to heaven? Hmm? Yes. So, it is not, that's why you should go beyond the modes, it is explained. Hmm? You must come to the mode of pure goodness. Hmm? When the living entity becomes strongly situated in the mode of goodness, then religious principles characterized by devotional service to me become prominent. One can strengthen the mode of goodness by cultivating those things that are already situated in goodness, and thus religious principle arise. So one must go above this goodness and come to the pure goodness. Religious principles strengthened by the mode of goodness destroy the influence of passion ignorance. When passion ignorance overcome their original cause, irreligion is quickly vanquished. Hmm? So you can see how you go above, it says. Until one revives one direct contact with the spirit soul and drives away the illusory identification with the material body and mind caused by the three modes of literature, one must cultivate those things in the mode of goodness. By increasing the mode of goodness, one automatically can understand and practice religious principle, and by such practice, transcendental knowledge is awakened. See? So from this transcendental knowledge, you get to the pure stage, Suddha Sattva. Hmm? You have to go above the modes, right? Unless you go above the modes and come to pure goodness, then it's very difficult. Hmm? So this is the process. Although the intelligence of a learned person may be bewildered by the modes of passion, he should again carefully bring the man under control by clearly seeing the contamination of the modes in nature. It does not become attached. Hmm? A person should be attentive and grave and never lazy or morose. Mastering the yoga procedure of breathing and sitting properly, one should practice fixing the mind on me at dawn, noon, and on sunset. And thus gradually the mind would be completely absorbed in me. So the whole idea is to come to Krishna. The moment he comes to Krishna consciousness, then he is in the transcendental. That's why it's explained in the Bhagavad Gita also, a very famous verse. One who engages, in this verse here, one who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, one transcend the modes of nature. See here? So by devotional service, you go above even goodness and thus come to the level of Brahman or transcendental consciousness. So to just remain in goodness is dangerous, as you can see in the life of the demigods, even how they have become offensive even to their guru. Hmm? How you can think of offending your guru? Of course, not only guru, Indra, he also offended what Krishna, no? Correct? He went and put rain so much in Vrindavan that he created a flood. And Krishna had to leave Govardhan Hill to save the residents. Hmm? Yes? Yes or not? Hello? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So it is not that the goodness means they are very loving, caring. No, you must go beyond that. You see that when Krishna went and helped Indra and he brought back the earrings after killing that Narakasura, then he wanted this Parijata tree from Indra, and Indra refused to give that tree. Because Satyabhama wanted the tree, because Rukmini had the tree in her house, so she also wanted to have the tree. And Indra refused, although Krishna did bring the earrings of Aditi and so many things that this Narakasura, he took from heavenly planet. But Indra refused to give him even a small plant. See how much contaminated? And Krishna is God. So you can see, it doesn't mean that because you're in the mode of God, because there's every chance of you to climb up, but if you just stay there and enjoy your senses, that's why it says, very clear in this verse. So in this verse you can see, if anybody fail to recognize the position of Krishna, ya esham purusham sachat, Atma Prabhavan Ishwaram Nabajanti Avajananti Stanat Brastaha Patanti Yadaha. Any members of the four Varnas and four ashram who fail to worship the personality of God at the source of their own creation or intentionally disrespect Him will fall down from their position into a hellish state of life. So unless you catch hold the lotus feet of Krishna, he is in a dangerous position. Even if you climb up in your yoga ladder to a very high platform, even you climb in your yoga position, you go so high, uh, okay? The Jnani and yogis may rise to the highest position, Brahman realization, but because of their lack of devotion under the lotus feet of the Lord, they again fall down into material nature. So you see that unless we catch hold, and Krishna is not in the modes, the mode of goodness, Krishna is beyond the modes, you know. Hmm? Krishna is beyond the modes of material nature. I think this is the verse, I'm sure. Let me see. Yeah. Hari he nirguna sakshat purushaha prakiti paraha sa sarvadra gupadrasta tam bhajan nirguno bhavat. Lord Hari, however, has no connection with the material modes. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the all-seeing eternal witness, who is transcendental to material nature. This is another important point here. One who worships him becomes similarly free from material modes. So unless you take shelter of Krishna, you cannot come to these modes. Or the Guru, two-person. So if you don't come, you go beyond, then the fall down is inevitable. Like you can see Indra, he fell down. Huh? And Brahma, he offended Krishna because, he thought, who's this boy? And he repented. You understand? So it is very dangerous position to be in the modes, of even goodness. So therefore we are taking shelter of Krishna, only Krishna. You take shelter, then you also become beyond the modes. Hmm? And unless you cross the modes, only then you can be free from all this material contamination. Otherwise, it is very contaminating. Hmm? The Bhagavad Gita also it says, Krishna says, I am not connected to the modes. Hmm? Deluded by the three modes, goodness, passion, the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible. So Krishna is not in the modes at all, he is beyond. That's why only person who can save us is Krishna. And if you don't want to go to Krishna, then there's no way you can go beyond the modes. And that's possible. That's why Krishna says in the next verse, the divine energy of mind consisting of three modes of material nature is difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Ah, yes. Ah, nobody else can cross over Maya except if you become a devotee. This is the law of Krishna. And nobody can change that. So it is nice, they are all devotees, these demigods and all. But because they are into sense gratification, Krishna is not very pleased with them. Only in trouble they go to him. Ah, right? Okay, Krishna is saying that here. I think it's 6. 10, oh, 40, 40, let me see. Oh, no, 40. Hmm? I think there's two verses there. That he is very not happy with the demigods, you know. You can see here, I'm sorry, it's 6, 9. And 6, 9, 40. You can see here, O best of the intelligent demigod, although it is true that nothing is difficult for one to obtain when I am pleased with him, a pure devotee, whose mind is exclusively fixed upon me, does not ask me for anything but the opportunity to engage in devotional service. Those who think material assets to be everything or to be the ultimate goal of life are called misers kripanas. They do not know that the ultimate necessity of the soul. Moreover, if one award that which is desired by such fools, he must also be considered foolish. See how Krishna is chastising the demigods? Hmm? Because they wanted to get back their kingdom. They wanted to have, they have their desires, you know. A pure devotee is fully accomplished in the science of devotional service, will never instruct a foolish person to engage in fruitive activities for material enjoyment. Not to speak of helping in such activities. Such a devotee is like an experienced physician who never encourages a patient to eat food injurious to his health, even if the patient desires it. Hmm? Ah. So you can see how the Lord is answering to the desires of the demigods. He's not very pleased because they have still got a lot of material desires. Of course, the Lord they are working for Him in some way, managing the universe and all that. But, He prefers the pure devotees. That's why pure devotees are different. They're much higher platform than the demigods. When Indra heard that Prahlad Maharaj was in the womb of his mother, he circumambulated her and then he left the place. He was initially wanting to kill Prahlad. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes.
So is that clear? Hmm? Who asked the question?
Yeah, hopefully, Prabhu.
Who asked that question just now? Oh, Dimitri. So is he there? Is it clear? Hmm? Yes. Okay, good. So, next question. Prabhuji, is expansion of Hare Krishna movement, consciousness all over the world more important than the depth of the movement? What do you mean? Huh? Can you elaborate your question? You can unmute and talk easier.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please
Hmm.
accept. Tell your Srila Prabhuji, the depth in the sense, I mean, ISKCON nowadays, they are spreading the movement widely all over the world. But
Hmm.
not everybody is so deep, means they don't have, they still have material desires and they're okay with it. I mean, just now in this verse, which is on the screen, it is said that the pure devotee never encourages, just like a physician never encourages a patient to eat food injurious to health, like that. Still there, means ISKCON is also allowing people who have material desires also to spread this message everywhere, and they're okay with it. So but with that spreading, it's, I mean, like a wildfire, it is spreading so fastly, but the depth is not there. So I want to know, depth is more important or the spreading is more important?
What do you mean by depth? Huh?
I mean, like a strong devotee, if we take one person out of them, like for example, the person that I have encountered,
Quantity and
he is,
quality.
yes, Prabhuji,
Quantity and quality. Hmm?
quality, yes, quality,
Oh, but at
depth.
one point told us not to make any more devotees, but to, train those people who are devotees, It says the example of boiling the milk, and you get the milk thicken, then it becomes very, of course, beneficial, nice taste. So, of course, making devotees is not the big issue, but if you keep them all in the third class platform, Kanista, then that is an issue because they don't spiritually make advancement, right?
Yes,
So it is very important for the leaders of any society to upgrade them to the level of Madhyama or if you Uttama, whatever, So this starts with giving knowledge, very important. The first step is knowledge, Krishna also said. But if you don't want to read Prabhupada books or you don't want to hear, then all these things, then you're going to be affecting the consciousness. Hmm? So here Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, knowledge is very important. O chastise the enemy, the sacrifice performed in knowledge is better than mere sacrifice of material possession. After all, O son of Pritha, all sacrifice of work culminated in transcendental knowledge. So he says, of course, in the next verse, you should go and get it from a self-realized soul, this knowledge. So this knowledge is very important because without this knowledge, that's why he particularly asked us to read the books, and he also stressed so much time in writing these books. Is it not?
yes, Prabhuji,
Hmm?
yes, Prabhuji.
So, so that is the main thing. Without knowledge, then how the austerity and all the other things will come. Hmm? Krishna also stressed in the verse, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Huh? It says in that verse that you should get knowledge. Hmm? Yes. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita, you see. So yeah, he's saying here, Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janatu Asu Vairagyam Jnanam Cha Haitukam. You can see, by rendering devotional service onto the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires costless knowledge, you see, and then detachment from the world. Unless you get the knowledge, how you can get detachment? Hmm? Correct? So unless you are detached, how you make advancement? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm. So if the society has to become very firm, unless You are trained, correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Just like now you are coming for this class. Why are you coming here? What's the need? To get knowledge, is it not?
Yes.
Knowledge is the ultimate perfection of self-realization. I shall explain that knowledge unto you by which the knots of attachment to the material world are cut. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm? So you see how important this knowledge is. Hmm? And if you got all these books and you don't read, or you don't, learn, discuss them, then how you going to get to strengthen your mind? Hmm?
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
Correct?
Hmm.
Isn't it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, even Lord Shiva is saying, in the material world, there are different types of achievement, but all of them, the achievement and knowledge is considered to be the highest because one can cross the ocean on his hand only on the boat of knowledge. Otherwise, the ocean is impossible. Hmm?
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
Correct. Prabhupada said also. Prabhupada said here. Man becomes strong and stout by eating sufficient grain, but the devotee who simply eats ordinary grain but does not taste the transcendental pastime of Lord Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu and Krishna gradually become weak and fall down from transcendental position. However, if one drinks but a drop of nectar of Krishna's pastime, his body and mind begin to bloom, and he begins to laugh, sing, and dance. All the devotees connected with the Krishna conscious movement must read all the books that have been translated, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and others. Otherwise, after some time, they will simply eat, sleep, and fall down from their position. Thus, they will miss the opportunity to attain an eternal blissful life of transcendental pleasure. See that? If they don't read, otherwise, after some time, they will eat, sleep, huh? And fall down from their position. Hmm? So yeah,
Yeah.
you may expand the movement and you may be going, but the quantity may, but if you don't teach them and train them, then they all will leave.
Hmm. Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhupada said making devotees is not important. Keeping them is more important. Hmm? Right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And how you keep them unless you get them strengthened in their faith. How to strengthen in the faith unless you teach them. Hmm? Correct? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Any more questions on that?
They are okay with spreading. I mean, whoever, if even a non-devotee spreads Krishna consciousness movement, that is also fine for them. Is that right, Prabhuji, to think like that?
If a person remains in the third class position, he will fall down.
Okay.
It says clearly, Prabhupada said, third class devotee will fall down. But second class and first class will not fall down. 9th chapter, Bhagavad Gita, text 3, purport. Hmm? So you want to remain in a position where you can fall down, or you want to remain in a position where you will not fall down? Which you prefer?
No, I prefer which is not fall down, but they say if you are like this, means whatever I'm learning, I'm trying to preach that to the relatives and all. but that is very much harsh for them, where they're saying it is too strict, I don't do like this. But the ISKCON devotees, what they are saying, they are going to them, I mean, they're listening and they're involving in their sankirtan and all. They said this is very nice for me. I mean, they're making us very nice comfortably, and they're attending that classes also. But this is what I was saying, with me they're like against. This is true strict, I mean, completely detachment, this all I can't do. So I went to that ISKCON Prabhu only told me like, um, if you don't, this is a society, you cannot say this only I will do or that. For Krishna, I said sarvadharman parityaja, Krishna said this, no. But they said no, we have to live in a society, so we have to be according to them. So according to them means we first allow them to do what they want to do, and slowly they will come. But slowly will never happen, Prabhuji. It means they are not coming. They are satisfied with their positions, like earning also happy.
It says, Prabhupada always quote this verse, Yena Tena Prakrena Manaha Krishna Nisevayat. First, you don't give them all the rules and regulation. You just tell them to chant Hare Krishna.
Okay.
If you go and give everything, then nobody will join. No, why you have to frighten them?
Yes, yes.
You give them what they can take. If a fire you want to start and you pour too much ghee, the fire will die. No, correct? Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Oh, you should learn how to, encourage them step by step.
But they will remain in that level only,
No,
Prabhuji. Means,
no.
however,
If you are in your level, they will come to your level if you train them up.
okay.
Understand? If you
Yes,
are lower than them, then they will remain even lower. But if you are higher and you help them step by step, why they should stay in that position?
okay, Prabhuji.
Hmm?
Yes, but sometimes without knowing the knowledge only, they will spread anything and everything. That is like contamination. So,
Yeah, so we should be very expert in trying to help them up, no? Correct?
yes, yes, Prabhuji.
At first, we have to become very strong. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, first you practice and then you can preach. Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
If you don't practice, and then now you see, if I'm smoking, I cannot tell you to give up smoking. Can I do that? Not possible.
No. Mhm.
Same way, I have to practice and become strong, and they see my example. They see, oh, and they want to follow. No, whatever great
Yes,
man does, the common man follow. Correct? There's a verse, no, Bhagavad Gita. Yad yad acharati shrestha. So I
yes,
have to be exemplary in character, behavior, and everything, and then they want to imbibe your qualities. Correct? Hmm?
yes, Prabhuji.
Difficult for us to do. That's why we encourage them to read the books. And everybody wants the shortcut. No, if there's somebody telling them to, no, you don't need to do anything, you just chant one round only enough, then the guy will do that one. Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we have to explain. You understand? Have to some or other try to influence them, that no, this method, the one round and all is not good. You have to chant 16 round minimum because Prabhupada said that, no? So you try, you cannot do one go, you practice slowly. You understand?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You said that if you want to become successful, you must follow what Prabhupada said. Because somebody can say anything, but what Acharya say, we must do, no? Acharya Upasanam, no? Correct?
Yes,
So like that you explain what the difference, then yes, you will get to make the person realize, like now you all have come to ISKM. Why did you come to ISKM? What is the need of you to come here? You're also going there, they also are praying and chanting and everything. Why did you come? Tell me. Why? Why did you come?
there is a transcendental bliss here, Prabhuji, and also that
Yes, we are
quality.
teaching you what Prabhupada said.
Okay.
And we are practicing.
Yes.
Understand? That is our strong point. We are teaching you what exactly Prabhupada said and we are practicing. So that is attracting all of you? Yes or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm. If I tell you and I don't do, then how is it going to be attracting? You won't be attractive. Krishna himself will not be pleased. He will not influence you. Krishna is sitting in your heart, correct?
Yes.
Krishna said, no, you give a higher taste. Then the person will give up the lower taste. No.
Yes.
Isn't it? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji, they are ready to. I told them that I'm following Ritvik, and they're not willing to listen. Also, means I'm incapable of talking about the topic. Anything apart from that, you can discuss with me and take help from me. Like this, they're saying they're not ready to listen also about all these things, but they're associating with me. Like it's okay, you follow whatever you want, be with the devotees with whom you are taking guidance and all, but you are also in Krishna conscious, so let's be together. In this way they are speaking, and how I should counteract that, how I have to respond.
Oh, you have to use your intelligence. No, they want to. Their whole idea is to kind of disturb your consciousness. Because when you are speaking some logical sense, understand, which they cannot follow. Huh?
Mm.
Correct? Yes?
Yes.
So they say, no, no, you don't talk, you just come and we will associate. What is that association?
Yes.
Chit-chatting. That's what he wants. Huh? Understand?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So why you take such an association? You don't go there. Why you have to go there?
They only coming to our house, Prabhuji. I didn't go
Tell
there.
him,
I
don't
stopped.
come. You tell him, don't come. It's your house, yeah.
Okay.
Huh? It's your house, right? Not their house, right? Huh? You tell him, don't come. I don't want you to come. Finish. Why you have to ask him to come? To disturb your consciousness. Huh? This is a good thing to do. Someone come into your house and disturb you. Why? You like disturbance. Huh? Tell me. Hello?
No, Prabhuji.
Huh? So we don't have to listen to this nonsense. Ask him to go home. No, what's the big deal? He's coming there to think that he can break you down. That's all. Bottom line.
Is it not like disrespecting them? Like
Why
they are
disrespecting?
also.
Guy was a rascal who have disrespected Prabhupada, and you say you have to not disrespect him? What are you trying to do? Yeah, I'm be lucky you didn't give
Okay.
me right slaps. I would have done it. At least in my house.
Okay.
Correct. Why? Nonsense. You're cheating people, misleading them. Why? Why you should not be beaten? Hmm? Tell me. Hello? Huh?
Okay.
What disrespect is?
Yes.
If someone is cheating and disrespecting Prabhupada, we have no right to tell them to get out. Hmm? Why? Hello?
He is disciple of Jayapataka Swami. He said that my Guru Maharaj knows everything, and I have strong faith on him that he will take me to Bhagavad Dhamma, so I cannot disobey him. So he is also in lower consciousness. He doesn't know actually this thing. So I wanted to try to bring him to this ISKM to let this means Ritvik system know, means to describe him about all these things, but he's not at all.
It's
Like he's
good.
pious,
No,
Prabhuji.
there's so many other people. No, India has got 1.4 billion people. Correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Why worry
Yeah.
about this one guy? Why? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Don't waste your time. No, go preach to so many others will be there. Huh?
Okay.
Hmm.
He's like temple priest of ISKCON Tirupati, Prabhuji.
Don't go to,
So when
don't go to all these guys. Just go to the innocent people.
okay.
Right? Then you get more response and more support. Yeah?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm. Don't waste your time with this kind of people. For those who are faithless, we don't waste our time, no?
Yes.
Hmm. So you try to concentrate on somebody else. Pray
So
to.
at that moment, when I was associating with him, I was completely disturbed, as you said, that it was like disturbance only for me. So
So you
was
go
that wrong? Is it like falling down, Prabhuji? That attempt of
keep associating with him, you will also fall down because these guys are rascals. You associate with this rascal, you also will get their qualities. You're getting doubts, confusion. Yes.
Yes.
Hmm. Why it says that we should not associate with this kind of people. We should keep a distance, even though they may be Vaishnavas. Right? I showed
Okay.
this many times, right? Friendship should be cemented with the same kind. Yes? Otherwise, we should avoid them. Hmm? Yes? Hello? Yes? Hello? Are you still there? Hello? What happened? She got cut off? Hmm? You still there? Hello? Okay, if she comes,
Actually, Prabhuji, I think she got cut off from this meeting.
she got cut off. Hmm? But when she comes, well, so the next question, my question is 11 and 12 cantos are written by conditioned soul. So how it is right to use this as a reference, because even translation may have some error. So here in this verse that I just I'm showing here, faith in Krishna is also divided in three stages and described in the Srimad Bhagavatam. First class attachment, second class attachment, third class are also explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam in the 11th canto. So should we not find out what it is? Hello?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Shouldn't find out what it is. Hello?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Huh? Tell me. Tell me. Huh? Prabhupada said reading translation is all right. So what's the problem of reading the translation? Unless you can translate for me, since you are not in that category, maybe you are a realized soul, you can do that and we will refer to your books. Otherwise, what other source we have? Tell me. You take the nectar of devotion, so many quotations on the 11th canto. How to find out? Here just one part proverb saying. Yes? Hello?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You understand?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm. So you want to know more arguments, we have a whole topic on that on our website, why we are using 11 and 12 canto. You can go there and read the whole thing. Yes?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Uh, so we can see here, Prabhupada is mentioning 11 canto. Are you going to find out? No need to find out. No, we should not. Is that what the conclusion is? Tell me. Hello? Hari Bhakti Sudodaya Bhakti Rasamata Sindhu 12229, like a crystal that reflects the color of nearby object, a person acquires the quality of those with whom he communicates. Therefore, a reasonable person should commune with saints who are spiritually more mature, love him, and in the mode that he seeks to develop. Further to her question, so this is a very good verse from the Nectar of Devotion. Like a crystal ball, it reflects whatever stands in front. So we should be very careful to associate with people who are not, Krishna conscious, at least should not disturb our faith. Yes? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So this is the link about 11th and 12th canto. Who posting this? Huh? Who posted this thing? You, Dimitri. So you can read the whole thing about our presentation. You can study that and see why we are using the 11th and 12th canto. There's many things inside the 11th and 12th canto, which is Prabhupada's, where Krishna spoke to Uddhava, things which are of higher knowledge. Bhagavad Gita, you get basic, you understand? So to study more, then you have to go and read the 11 and 12, because we don't want to hear the guy's purport, but if he's just translating word for word, what's the problem? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
All right, what else? Any other questions?
I do have one question, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Uh, this is from a letter that Prabhupada sent to San Francisco, December 16th, 1967. This is a portion of it. I understand that there are only 3 persons at Boston, but each of you can work for 300 persons. So it is not a numerical strength that works, but it is Krishna consciousness that works. A Krishna conscious person is never tired of working, and the symptom is I can see in you as you want to be overloaded with work. This is the test of how one is advancing in Krishna consciousness. So my question is that based on this letter, Prabhu, what's the difference between that symptom of a devotee that he wants to be overloaded with work and that Krishna consciousness is working, not him? What's the difference between that devotee and a person who is over endeavoring? Like in the nectar of instruction, it says one who over endeavors and spoils his devotion. So what's the difference?
See, in this verse is enthusiasm. If a person is enthusiastic, then he will do more naturally, common sense, correct? Yes?
Yes, yes.
So, over endeavoring is that something of your own desire. You want something and you want to go and get it, although it's very difficult to get it, You understand?
Mm,
He doesn't over endeavor. He just depends on Guru and Krishna. And by their blessing, he then tries to do the thing.
mm,
So a devotee is always depending on Guru and Krishna. Just like Prabhupada, he went on a ship, to America. Many of them discourage him to go to the West. Huh? But that's not over endeavoring on his part. He simply wanted to please his Guru and Krishna, of course, at the risk of his life. You follow?
yes, Prabhu.
So, unless you're ordered by your Guru and Krishna, then that activity is not over endeavoring. If you don't
Mm,
have the sanction, if you do it out of your own accord, then yes, you follow.
mm,
Hmm? And if you're serving your Guru, the Guru will give you the more and more work. You want more and more service. Anyway, that's what we are doing when we chant Hare Krishna. What do we mean though?
please give me service. Please give me
When you're
service. Please.
saying when service come, no, no, don't give me service. Is that fact? Ah, yes,
Yes, Prabhu.
yeah. So we have to be, thinking like that. If whatever comes, it's by mercy of Krishna. But let me do it to the best of my abilities. And if there's
Mm,
some people available, we delegate the task. right? Together we will do service, correct?
Correct, bro.
Not that someone comes, we delegate all the tasks and we go and sleep, no?
Yes, bro.
So we should learn how to understand this, you know. So if a person is Krishna consciousness, there should be no problem, no?
Mm, mm.
Krishna knows, you know, Krishna is not a fool. We won't overload you that you fall flat, you know, unless you're proud or something that you want to get your ego smashed. Otherwise, you know, he's always carrying. Hmm. He won't want to make you sail on a boat to Timbuktu with a pair of kartals and deliver the whole world, no? Let's be honest about it.
Oh, Krishna.
Understand? Sometimes this
And,
Raj was talking to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada said, "You see, you said that we should all go back to the spiritual world, you know.
mm,
Then sometimes you say we should all stay and preach, you know. So which is which?" And Prabhupada looked at him and said, "You please get back to the spiritual world. We are not, we are all, you know, fallible soldiers, you know. Any moment we can just fall down. That's our position. You understand? This requires a lot of spiritual strength, you know. You want to really, you know, take up some endeavor. Unless you are thoroughly with Krishna, how is it possible to do that? You understand?
yes,
So,
bro.
in that sense, we always take shelter of Guru and Krishna and work under their blessings. Then everything is perfect,
Yes.
right?
Yes, bro. Thank you.
Hmm. So that is
It's
how
he.
the devotee works. Although he knows, he wants to get confirmation. You follow? Many time I've quoted this example, this story. You can see that when Krishna, you know, this Aswatthama, he released the weapon, you know, he was going to kill everybody with that weapon. So in this chapter, you can see, we can read it together. I think it's 1:7. All right, here you can see. So here in this verse, okay, here. O Lord of the Lords, how is it that this dangerous effulgence is spreading all around? Where does it come from? I do not understand it. So this Aswatthama has released his, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "Know from me that this is the act of a son of Drona. He has thrown the hymns of nuclear energy, Brahmastra, and he does not know how to retract the glare. He has helplessly done this, been afraid of imminent death." So Krishna is telling Arjuna, it means that the Arjuna don't know. Arjuna himself is, you know, a Kshatriya who has got Brahmastra himself, you know. Yes. So you see how
Yes.
he knows, but he said, "I don't know, please you tell me what it is." Because Krishna is his guru, no? You understand?
Yes.
Not that he said, "No, I know, what is this, I know." He never said that. You understand? Then you're getting Krishna to confirm it, no. So then Krishna says further, you see, "Oh Arjuna, oh Arjuna, Oh Arjuna, only another Brahmastra can counteract this weapon. Since you are expert in military science, subdue this weapon's glaive with the power of your own. Huh? You can see here, Krishna is confirming the own
ये
weapon.
तो फोन में आ रही है
Huh? Hello.
इसमें आने लग गई
Can you mute them, please? Who is controlling? So you can see here, Arjuna, Krishna is confirming that Arjuna, you know, right? You
Yes.
are expert in military science. See?
Mm.
Subdue this weapons glaive with the power of your own weapon. You mean say Arjuna don't know? Huh?
Mm.
But he's getting confirmed by the Lord. This is the mood of a devotee. Understand? He doesn't act independently. He's always confirming it. You follow?
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh? That means devotee, always taking shelter of Guru and Krishna. Then Arjuna, what he did? Hearing this from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Arjuna touched water for purification, and after circumambulating Lord Sri Krishna, he cast his Brahmastra weapon to counter the other one, acting under the direction of the Lord. In this case, he is the Guru. Krishna is also Guru. So you can see the behavior. We are just commenting on the behavior, Arjuna. Yes,
Yes, Prabhu.
you understand?
So this is also a quality of enthusiasm to confirm.
Yes. Then when you confirm, you are acting with double renewed energy because you got a lot of, what we say, zeal, Yes,
Yes, Prabhu.
correct. That's why Krishna said, if you do act on my direction, then you will overcome all obstacles. But you act on your own, and then you will be finished. Bhagavad Gita 1858, correct? Machitta sarva durgani. So this is what the devotee always be understanding, that he cannot act whimsically. And we are always with our mind, and our mind is always telling us to do some crazy things. Always we are talking with our mind, is it not?
Correct.
If you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles of conditioned life by my grace. If, however, you do not work in such consciousness but act through false ego, not hearing me, you will be lost. So this is how a devotee is trained to act, either by consulting the God brothers or consulting an authority or reading the scriptures or, associating with sadhu, shastra and guru. We don't associate with our mind, which is what we are doing day in, day out. We are carrying this crazy mind. Is it not? He's always talking to us. Oh, this is that, this is this. He's a friend, he's an enemy, or he did this. So many nonsense going on in our heads. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we should learn how to come out of that, That's why association is so important. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm.
It makes so much sense, Prabhu.
Huh?
It makes so much sense, Prabhu. Because I have to admit that I have a problem saying, oh, I know what to do. Let me just do this. But every time I do it, I make a big, big mistake. And hearing how you you tell me by Sastra that you have to confirm it by Krishna, Guru, or Sadhu, or Sastra, and then you will be able to do it with zeal.
Yes. This is our Krishna consciousness. This is why we have to be Krishna conscious. Always depend on our spiritual master and Krishna. Because we cannot talk to our Krishna directly. I mean, maybe you all are doing, but I'm definitely not. So I consult. How I consult? I consult Prabhupada and devotees, and you know the Shastra. You understand? So
Yes.
if you don't think you can understand the Shastra, then you go to somebody who knows the Shastra. And you ask, like now you're asking questions, correct? So
Yes,
I'm
Prabhu.
showing you references and explaining to you the scriptures.
Yes.
So then your matter is clear, is it not?
Very clear.
Hmm. So that's how association all about. And that way you strengthen yourself. Otherwise you will be ridiculed by your mind. As you just said, just wild ideas and I follow it, everything crashes.
Correct.
And Krishna
One.
is confirming it. If you don't listen to me, you act according to your false ego, not hearing me, you will be lost. This is scripture.
Mm.
Hmm? Understand?
Mm.
So everything must be guided, You cannot just why say what to do, what not to do. You must do it according to the strength of the scripture. Is this Krishna
Mm.
saying here in Bhagavad Gita? Hmm? Yes. Therefore, one should therefore understand what is duty, what is not duty by the regulation of the scriptures. Knowing such rules and regulation, one should act so that he may gradually be elevated. Huh?
Mm.
Correct?
Mm.
You cannot act whimsically. That's not, it is not condoned. You got to learn how to follow. That's why we are called servant. We always want to be servant. Hmm? I don't want to be master. I want to be seven of the seven of the seven. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction. Gopin Bhata Pada Kamalayo Dash 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 Anudash. Seven of the seven of the seven of the seven of Krishna is the master of the gopis.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
This is our training, how to become seven. Well, the other outside materialists, they're all training themselves to become masters. But we are training to become servants, two different schools.
Yes,
Understand?
Prabhu. Understand.
Mm,
Perfect.
different kind of teachings. And their teaching is screwed up everything, messed up. People eventually trying to become master, they commit suicide. Ah, but
Yes.
here, to become seven of the seven of the seven. And the Lord is
Mm.
very much willing to help those who are meek and humble. It's a saying, meek and humble inherit the kingdom of God.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes.
Master and the arrogant and the proud, what happened to them? They fall down. So two
Mm.
different, nonsense. So let us follow the directions of God. He speaks to us. He has given all these instructions. And if you don't know where to find the instruction, you go to people who knows. Hmm? They'll help you.
Mm.
Correct?
Definitely, Prabhu.
Hmm? That's
Yes,
the
Prabhu.
meaning of association. Association doesn't mean I chit chat. Or your mind said this and my mind said this. That, that's chit chatting. That's prajalpa. That's dangerous.
Mm.
Right. Any other questions? Looks like no more questions. Huh? Anyone else got anything?
Due to some phone issue, I was dropped out last time. Prabhuji, how do we know that we are falling down?
How you know you're falling down? Your
Yes.
material desires are awakening in your heart.
Okay.
And when you have no more desire to worship Krishna, you become attracted to Mayavad, and you are attracted to materialism means you are falling down. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
No more desire to chant. These all are dangerous consequence, no?
Yes.
Yes.
So chanting everything we are doing, but for Krishna only, if we associate with non-devotees, like now, right now, I'm in your association, and every time I'm associating with devotees, I'm very happy actually. But we have to preach. I mean, we are taking from you. We have to go and inform that to the non-devotees or devotees, whoever it is. So when we go there, there is low association. Like they are very low. That bliss which I get from you, that I don't get there. So it is like I feel like falling. I don't want to be with them. That kind of feeling will come. But for preaching sake, I have to go.
Try to give them the books, huh?
Okay.
Understand? You try to sit down and give a 2-hour class, it's definitely going to be a lot of problem, Understand?
Yes.
Unless they are very willing, but first they should read the books, Unless they read the books, it's very difficult. Of course, you can talk to them some basic thing to get them going, but ultimately they should read the books, That should be our target, Our objective is that get them to read the books and chant Hare Krishna. Then they will come back to you, more questions, more answers. See? Because without reading the books, it's very difficult for them to move on, spiritually.
Yes. So in that way, if we talk normal materialistic talks only as examples, that is that wrong, Prabhuji? Like
No,
our
you
okay.
talk to them, you don't have to spend hours. You just spend them little while just to sell the book and encourage them read the book, And then when you come back to see them again, you ask, have you read the book?
Okay.
They won't read, but so you have to keep pestering them to read the book. You understand?
Yes, Prabhuji.
But once they read the book, then Prabhupada takes over.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes, I got it now, Prabhu.
Mm.
So their association doesn't mean like it is falling down. It is I'm like trying on. Is
No,
that right?
you just, of course, you are quite concerned, but when you keep chanting and doing your principles, it should be okay. It's not fall down tomorrow itself. It's not going to happen. At least you may have your mind may not be steady because all these guys speak all crazy things. Sometimes you get disturbed, no? Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes, Prabhu.
you come back, you read, you chant, or you call some devotee, you talk. Then again you will become very much inspired again, no?
Yes.
Follow.
So
Just like now you're revealing your mind and I'm explaining, you're getting inspired. Correct?
yes, Prabhuji. So that is like Mahamaya or Yoga Maya acting upon us, Prabhuji.
The moment you preach Krishna conscious or you're doing Krishna activities, then there's no more Maya there,
Okay.
Maya cannot be there when you are with Krishna. That's not possible. You understand? That's
Okay.
why we are always wanting to be in Krishna consciousness, because anything we do with Krishna, that's it. We have got assistance from Yogamaya. Anything we do for
Yes.
our own sense gratification, then Maya comes in.
Yes,
Understand?
Prabhuji.
Hmm?
Yes.
So we try to stay with Krishna so that we won't get touched by Maya. Wherever there's Krishna, there's no question of darkness. Right? Wherever there's the sun, there's no question of darkness. Huh?
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
So if anything happens, you take out your bead bag and chant and try to, hear the holy name. In this way, your mind will become purified.
Yes, Prabhuji. And also one more question, Prabhuji. In the Mataji's class, right before this class, you have described about Pashandi. Pashandi means who is having bodily attachment also, another meaning of that. So bodily attachment. And if I'm taking care of my health, is it also like bodily attachment? Like
No, you are taking care of your health to use the body for Krishna's service. That's not taking care of the body for yourself. You have to be fit, no, to do some service. If you don't take care of the body, then how your body will be fit to do some service? Huh?
and at some places there will be like untouchables, and if I touch them, that type of consciousness is also there within me. So that is also like my bodily consciousness. Is it like that, or
No,
I'm trying
as
to
long
maintain
as you
into this?
identify with the body, you are in bodily conscious. That's not good. That's Shastra. This is why Arjuna was chastised. Why are you thinking of this in the bodily consciousness? You are not the body, you are spirit soul. Understand?
Okay.
So you should always remind ourselves, I'm a spirit soul, servant of Krishna. That's why we chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Why? I'm servant of Krishna. Give me service. Yes. The whole
Yes,
idea is
Prabhuji.
to come out of the, and to come out of the body consciousness is not such an easy thing. It requires purification. That's why we are trained to see the super soul in the heart of everybody. By seeing God in everybody, we'll also be reminded, I am also a servant of Krishna. As I explained earlier, the mind, we are talking to our mind, constantly, 24 hours a day,
Yes,
The
Prabhuji.
mind is not some very, very spiritual, entity.
Yes.
It is always giving us a headache. Yes.
Yes. Yes,
Huh?
Prabhuji.
So that is what's happening.
Yes.
So we should learn how to get out of this mind and make the mind engage in Krishna's service. And that will take some time, because it's a gradual process. By and by, one day, for sure. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Mm.
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
Mm. So all these programs that have been designed by our spiritual master is to facilitate that. How we can come out of this bodily concept of life. You can
Yes,
read that in 293, 293 or 294, the verse purport Prabhupada explaining about I and my. The whole long purport,
okay.
you can take note, 293, I think. The consciousness of I and consciousness of mind. So it
Yes,
is,
Prabhuji.
this is what is keeping us going in the material world. You understand? So we have
Yes.
to pray to Krishna to help us. Chanting Hare Krishna is the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So if we chant regularly and read and take prasadam, then there's a good chance we will get purified. For sure.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank
Hmm.
you, Prabhuji.
Stop listening to all these ISKCON people, no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, anything other than this? Anyone else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Who is this? Vrinda. Okay.
Brenda.
Yes. Tell me, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Prabhuji, is it if somebody asks from my family that they also want to chant, so if I give them the chanting beats, is it okay?
Yes, it's okay.
I mean,
You
because
teach,
one I was trying to, then further explain them about the chanting and all, so they,
yes, you must tell them what mantra to chant, how to chant. Otherwise, they'll take your beat and chant Om Ganesh, Om Ganesh. It's going to be a problem. Indians, they'll do.
actually they worship Krishna, but then according to their own whims and not considering him as the supreme.
That's
But
why
then,
that's why you need to train them up, no? The basic thing, you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. You teach them. You teach them how to use the beat. They won't even know, no? Correct?
yeah,
And then you explain basic things, no? Correct?
yes. So Prabhu, if they're worshipping, I mean, they do all the customs like for the demigods. And I mean, one of my relative told me once I had a phone call. So she said that she's chanting one round daily now, like from the day I gave her the chanting beads.
Hmm.
So is it okay if she's like worshipping, I mean, the demigod and then she's chanting also?
You give her a little time, no? Cannot immediately tell them, then they will throw away the beats, Understand? You give them some time and gradually you elevate, you say, no, you must be only Krishna, correct?
Yes.
Yes, so you bring her up, then she will understand as she's chanting. And next thing is to make her become vegetarian,
Yeah, they're completely vegetarian only, Prabhu.
Very good. Then you teach them how to offer the food, You follow?
Actually, Prabhu, they even offer like bhoga to Krishna, but what they offer is like what they eat, they don't offer. They just offer little, some very small sweet preparation, or maybe it's just like a anything very small. just for the sake of offering, and then whatever they're eating in the house, they don't offer that.
You teach them, no, how to do. Anything you eat, you must offer first. You teach them, they don't know. Understand?
Actually, say that it's not possible for us to offer everything what we eat to Krishna.
Just
That's what
offer
they
in the
say.
kitchen also can offer, no, not that you have to go to the altar all the time. In the mind also can offer. So many ways you can do offering, no, but you don't have, you just try to teach them a simple thing, you follow?
Yes, Prabhu.
So that is easy for them. So in that way, at least they are eating prasadam. Follow?
Yes.
So when they eat prasadam and chant, just now we read the verse, no, two things, chanting and taking prasadam, right?
Yes.
Sri Krishna Namadi, correct? Jikvadav, right? Yes.
Yes.
So we try, we make them chant, you're doing that, and then now you make them eat prasadam.
Yes, right.
How to do it? You have to use your intelligence. In that way, they will, prepare to follow. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you do slowly, slowly. Just say whatever you offer, you please, start, no? Then slowly you're cooking. Don't put onion, garlic. Every Indian, without garlic and onion, they won't cook the food.
Prabhuji, like all my relatives, mostly they don't even bring onion and garlic to their house, but obviously they don't offer food. That is the main point.
Yeah, naturally, because they won't offer when they cook with onion and garlic, no? Correct? So you have to upgrade them to tell them that, look, onion and garlic, Krishna doesn't like, no? Whatever
Yeah.
Krishna doesn't like, we have to not offer, we cannot offer. Then you can show them the verse 313 of the Bhagavad Gita, correct?
Yes.
So then you are educating them, whatever you eat, you must offer. If you don't offer, you're eating sins. Okay, you follow?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you're teaching them. In this way, you help them.
Yes,
Correct?
Prabhuji.
Not everything will go in one go, no? Slowly yeah? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And then whatever you got offering, you give them prasadam also. In that way, they start also taking prasadam, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Actually, when they visit my house, so all they are excited about is to eat only prasadam. I mean, they're always wanted to come to the house and eat prasadam only.
Yes. So you make some nice prasadam, you invite them and give them prasadam.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So in that way, you win their heart over. So everything is out of love, no? Correct?
Yes, definitely.
So you love them, you do, slowly, slowly you help them.
Yes, right.
This is how it works, though. So you do it, huh?
Prabhu, if in my family, if somebody and my parents say that, like today you prepared this sort of vegetable for, to bhoga. So is it some sort of sense satisfaction that they're saying that, we want to eat. So first you prepare and then you offer offer to Krishna. So, is this consciousness okay or it should not be done?
I mean, it's better than nothing, no? Correct?
Yes.
So you are going to eat it, that's natural, but you offer first. Krishna say, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, correct? Yes, and
Yes.
actually you have some desire, no, today I want to eat this thing, Yeah, you can eat, nobody say no, but you offer. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Until you come to a point where Krishna is telling you, you cook this for me, you cook for that, cook this, and then that's a different thing altogether, correct?
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, so that stage is not, I don't know, maybe you are there, but I don't know,
No, Prabhu, not at all.
So we are cooking and we offer. Krishna say, give me, correct?
Yeah.
Yes or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
The nature world, we all are having desires, no? We are not, I don't know about you, but we've got all kind of, today I like a pizza, tomorrow I like a masala dosa or something, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we cook, but we give it to Krishna. How nice if Krishna also can share with us. Krishna will be happy because you're thinking of him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Krishna says, no, man mana bhava, my bhava,
Yeah.
You think just like you have family members, or you're going to cook and say, no, maybe I can invite him also to take, correct? Why
Yes.
you invite them? Because you have concern and love for the person, no? Yes?
Yes.
But if you think in the other sense, if Krishna can be invited, how nice. And Krishna is in our heart, no? He's listening, no?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, if Krishna takes and be so nice, he'll be very happy, That one word, Krishna will become so pleased. But we are not thinking like that. That's the problem, no? That's why we
Yeah.
are forced to offer. We are forced, go and say the mantra. Please go and put in front of Krishna plate. By doing this, gradually we'll develop the attachment for Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
It takes some time, no? Correct?
Yes.
So we just practice.
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, one small question I had, can I
Hmm.
ask?
Hmm.
Actually, Prabhu, in my house we have a small dog also, which is, we should not keep a dog, but after coming to Krishna consciousness, I realized and hearing Prabhupada's Bani, that keeping a dog is a very sinful thing. But actually, what happens is when my dog tries to come to near me and all, so I try to avoid, that dog, and not to touch and all. But then my mother says that, no, anyway, if you don't want to see her like a dog, so she also has, she's a jiva. So why are you treating her that way? So can you please help me that how should I
Why don't
actually
you
behave
bring
in
why
that?
don't you bring a crocodile also into the house, Also jiva, what, correct?
Yeah, right.
Can you keep a crocodile? Please tell me.
No, no problem.
Even though there's a jiva, the dog has got his place, the human being has got his place, the crocodile has got his place, the tiger has his place, correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
They're all jivas, that's a fact, but they have their place, correct?
Yes.
And the dog's place is outside the house, is not inside the house.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Whatever the dog sees cannot be offered to the Lord.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm? When it comes to the dog, only jiva. When it comes to chicken, there's no jiva. Yes? Only
Yes.
dog jiva. When the chicken comes, there's no jiva. You can eat it. Huh? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
It's all nonsense. You understand? Correct? So you try to see how you can overcome this situation. Maybe, I don't know, keep in your mother's house, your mother's bed or something. Yeah? I don't know how you're going to handle it. But you say you're going to another house, no?
Prabhu, but I feel that, actually I was the one before Krishna conscious who brought this dog into the house because I was not at all aware of anything. I was full of material desires and all. So now I don't do anything to that dog, no service to that dog or, nothing. I just only try to feed prasadam to her. And she's very, my dog is female, so she's very happy eating the prasadam. And she's always, she wants that prasadam, always excited. But now what thing is my family is completely doing all the services required for that dog. So sometimes I feel that it was because of me. Now they have, indulged in all this sinful activity. So how can I help my family also with that?
Now
To
first you clean yourself with the dog first. First you take care of yourself. Okay.
yeah.
Then you see you give the dog to your family, let them take care. Right? Because you cannot take care and they want to take care, let them take care.
But if I want to help them because their consciousness is all about, about that dog, what she wants to eat now, what we have to take her and all.
Otherwise you donate your dog to somebody else.
Okay.
If somebody else is willing to have a dog, your dog, you give it to them. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Then your family also to release them from the burden, the attachment. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you may try for another owner. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Maybe they can take care of the dog better also. You don't know. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So I guess now time is running short.
Prabhu,
Thank you
one
so much,
quick
Prabhu.
question, Prabhu.
Who?
Dandavat pranams. Please accept my humble obeisance. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Who's this Sham?
Yes, Prabhu. Sham Swarup Das. Prabhu, you mentioned about slowly introducing rules and regulations to
Hmm.
other people who are new to the
Yeah.
movement. So, what is generally the ideal duration to introduce them, Prabhu? Like,
No, you first get them to chant, you know. Hmm?
correct, Prabhu, but how long should we wait before telling them you
No,
have to
you
offer
can see
food?
that person, once you're preaching to someone and he's taking up the process, and you can see, how you can encourage him,
Hmm.
automatically you will know. Oh, then he will also be enthusiastic when you tell him, oh, I shouldn't do this. Huh? No, I'm not going to do it. He will tell you like that, no? Understand?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because we find that a lot of people are getting overwhelmed, and then like they're stopping the association itself.
Yeah, naturally, because this process requires a lot of mercy, Hmm? So many will come, Prabhupada say, and so many will go also, no? Initially, they will be very interested, and when maybe their material desires get fulfilled, then they stop the program.
Sometimes we feel because we are pressurizing, because of us, they are losing interest.
I don't think so, no. Whatever is Krishna also say in the Bhagavad Gita, whatever they have done, there's no loss, It's credit for them, no?
Hmm.
Correct? So
Yes.
you cannot do it now, never mind, you'll continue when next opportunity. I have one boy I was preaching to when he was 15 years old, and he didn't come back to me when he was 40 years old.
Hmm.
How many years is that?
25 years.
So we just do our part now. Whether the person come or don't come and all, it's not in our hands, it's Krishna's hands. Yes?
Hmm. Yes, Prabhu.
Because we want them to become Krishna devotee. But that again depends on Krishna and the person, no? Yes?
Hmm.
Yes or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
So I cannot be saying that I'm the doer. I'm simply been ordered by my spiritual master to do that. Correct? I can
Hmm.
try my best. I give all the facilities. But if the person doesn't want to take up the process, who to be blamed?
Hmm.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you should not be overly, attached to these things. Simply go on doing your work, as Krishna says, karmana evidikaraste ma paleshu kadachana. You do your duty, but you give the result to me, no? Huh?
Hmm. No,
Yes?
that's true, Prabhu. I'm not saying we're looking for the result of it, but uh, from the point of view of, we get the thought that, oh, because of us, they're losing interest or something like that.
I don't think so, this is something inside, sometimes the person just don't like to chant, or sometimes he is so much attracted to Maya. What can you do? Hmm?
Hmm.
You
Yes,
can
Prabhu.
talk to him, say meat eating is bad, but the guy wants to eat. What you can do? Huh?
Hmm.
Correct?
In fact, we did not tell them directly also, Prabhu. Though one family was like, first, they were very interested. They were like, we don't want to eat. It is because of our kids we are eating. And they were putting all the blame on the kids. And because they showed so much interest, I started explaining them and started telling the kids, and the kids gave up the interest, but the elders, they did not want to tell us that they were interested, and they stopped completely. And they like all of them, that was one family. And the another family were like, they were joining the Bhagavad Gita calls for 1 year, and they were doing chanting, and they were very interested. And after 1 year, that is when they realized that the Mayavadi philosophy is Shankaracharya's philosophy, and then they started arguing and then stopped. And like this, each family has one story why they're stopping. And it's like almost all the people that who have been we have been preaching for so long, 1 year, they're stopping for some reason. And it is like, we are getting like, is it because of our bad karma that whomever we are preaching, they're not coming?
No, it is not your bad karma. You're giving them whatever Krishna and Prabhupada has given. Yes.
Yes, true.
This is the problem because they are not having very strong association. You follow?
Mm.
So
Mm.
when they come only periodically, or maybe I don't know, you have a program, they come. Maybe they're just online only. So
Online.
they are also subject to so many kinds of other kinds of influence. No. Yes.
Yes, true. Mm.
So when they don't have strong association, then naturally they will fall.
Mm.
Right? That's why Prabhupada wanted a temple. All of them come for the programs, in this way, at least once a week you get to see them, and that way, the relation also becomes stronger.
Mm.
So when you just do on the line, you don't know what the guys are doing at home, no? Correct?
Mm. Mm.
Yes, they may be talking to you and the same time they may be eating their chicken biryani. You don't know.
Mm.
Correct?
Mm.
Oh, nature, so that's why there's a saying, the spiritual master must see you and you must see the spiritual master. That's why in our program we have recommendation, no? Correct?
Mm. Yes,
Yeah.
true.
Why we want recommendation? Proper standard, they have to see you, whether you physically doing or not doing, and talking to
Mm.
you and understanding where your mental position is at.
Mm.
Yes,
Yes, true.
that is required. So that is how our movement is getting strength. Then you
Mm.
correcting someone. No, you shouldn't do like this. No, you should, think like this. So sometimes you have to have physical contact, no?
Mm.
Practically most of the time. That's why we
Mm.
have all one Diksha Guru Prabhupada and we all are the Shiksha Gurus. Every
Mm.
one of you, because you are training them up. Yes.
Mm.
And preaching is the thankless task, you may preach to 20, 100 people, maybe hardly one will come, no. Yes,
Mm. Yes, true.
then on. So I even Harishwari was telling Prabhupada, we're distributing tons and tons and tons of book, no, but nobody is coming. Prabhupada said, that's not your business. Your business is to distribute the book. If
Mm.
Krishna sends someone, that's your good fortune, right?
Mm. Mm.
And so that's what we are ordered to, we do.
Mm. Yes, true.
Oh,
Yes, Prabhu.
pray to Krishna, please send somebody who is going to be serious. That should be
Mm.
our prayer.
Mm.
Oh,
Yes.
Mm.
you go out and you preach and all joining you, then I don't know, you must be Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also some guys reject, correct?
Yes.
That's why he had to take sannyas. Why?
Yes.
Yeah. So Kali Yuga, is a thankless task, especially we are preaching in a foreign country like America. My goodness. Lucky they didn't come with you with the beer bottle, right?
Mm. Mm.
Remember, I was in Houston, we were doing Harinam, the guy was throwing beer cans at us.
Mm.
I mean, people don't do that in India, throw beer cans at you. I don't know, maybe now, but I don't see that, You understand? Because the culture is different, everything is different. The people, many crazy people are there, no? Hmm?
Mm.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you be careful, and slowly, step by step, be patient, praying all the time to Krishna. When the thing gets tough, that's where your prayer also has to become more sincere, no? Yes?
Mm. Mm.
Yes, Prabhu.
Especially Prabhupada say, preaching outside India, very tough, very, very tough.
Mm.
Not so easy, especially I'm also seeing, I'm outside India practically. It's not easy.
Mm.
So many challenges.
Mm.
What to do? This is service for Guru and Krishna. We cannot say no.
Mm.
Yes,
Correct?
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Mm. So we try. Leave the result to Krishna and Prabhupada. Yes,
Yes,
Yes, Prabhu.
true.
Thank you, Prabhu.
don't give up. Surely anyone who does good cannot be overcome by evil. Krishna said that. Yes?
Yes, true.
One day you can see, wow, so many people coming. That's Krishna.
Mm.
Anyway, Kali Yuga, you're not going to get many saints. You have to understand this.
Mm. True, Prabhu.
Kali Yuga, all the crazy souls are coming here because they're more crazy, they have to enjoy, they want to enjoy all nonsense. Meat eating, illicit, gambling, intoxication. This is the norm. Yes.
Yes, true. Mm.
So we have to also become very strong.
Mm.
So, okay, take care. Thank you very much for all your
Thank you.
fine association. I'm
Thank
very
you, sir.
fortunate that you are giving me a chance to talk about Krishna. Thank you very much. All glories to all of you.
Very much.
All glories to
God
you,
bless
Prabhu.
you,
Krishna.
Mr. Brahma.